Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, dudes and dudettes, chewies and chewettes. Good morning.
Boom shakalaka!
It is 8:19 a.m. I hope that everyone is doing amazing today, guys. It is your boy, King David. That's how they know me, bro. You already know that this channel, Deived channel, I talk about stocks, I talk about crypto, and I do music. I've been doing other type of content. I'm trying to figure it out over here, guys, but I love doing music. That's why I still do music, and I upload my music over here. So if you want to check it out, guys, any streaming platform, Deived, lo que sea, regalo, say goodbye, billonario, and much more, guys, much more coming up very, very soon. But anyways, let's get it going, guys. A lot of things to cover today. Yes, sir. This is gonna be another chill pre-market stream. Markets are actually green today, guys. And you may be wondering why. Well, one of the reasons is because the CPI dropped, Nvidia pumped, and we've got fresh earnings from JPMorgan, Citi, Wells Fargo, and more. If you're watching live, drop your city in the chat or the country. And let's go ahead and start before we get into the charts or any news. Let's see how the stock market heat map looks like from yesterday's market close. And we can see that, yes, we were a little bit green, guys. A little bit red in some areas, but a lot of green. I see Palantir green, Google green, Now green, even Pan green, Coinbase in the green, Tesla 1.08, not a lot, but it is in the green. I even see PayPal, but we got some red in energy, minerals, consumer non-durables. Health technology was pretty mixed, but finance looking strong, bro. I mean, not strong, but it's holding. It's holding. Not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. But let's get into it. Pre-market data. Futures this morning, guys. S&P 500 0.4% to the upside. Nasdaq 100.7% to the upside. Dow is negative 0.1%. And the 10-year yield dipped to 4.42%. We'll take it. The market's responding well to CPI and Nvidia's China news. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the CPI, because the CPI always impacts the market. I saw a lot of volatility pre-market. Inflation still here, but not spiking. CPI is up 0.3% month over month, right on target. Year over year, 2.7%, a bit hot. And core CPI, no food or energy, 0.2% month over month, lower than expected. So far, tariffs haven't shown up hard in the data yet. Shelter rose, gas rose, but used cars and new vehicles dropped. Not bad at all. Now let's get to everybody's favorite. It is Nvidia. Actually, let me see. Okay, here we go, guys. There is actually some news that I want to talk about. But let's talk about Nvidia. So big news, Nvidia can resume sales of its H20 chips to China. That's why Nvidia is up over 4% pre-market. They could reclaim $10 billion in lost revenue from write-downs. CEO Jensen Huang is playing both sides, meeting with Trump and Chinese officials to keep AI momentum going. And let's go ahead and take a quick peek into Nvidia's chart, guys, because I like looking at the technicals. Wow, look at that, guys. I mean, we did break out of the resistance, and look at that, Nvidia heading to Bank of America's target, guys. And we already know that Loop Capital has a target of 250. For those who were investing in this, wow, congratulations, my friends. This definitely is a Hadouken, bro. Not bad at all. But what is that? We're already making profit. We're making profits already, guys. About 4.6% for Nvidia pre-market. That's pretty good. Obviously, you may say, oh, it's not a lot. But if you were a little bit patient, whenever Nvidia dropped and broke the trend line, you could have been right now about 50% up. Or if you were a little bit, I don't know, a sniper, 90% upside. Very, very nice for those who entered Nvidia. Congratulations, guys. Now let's get to the bank earnings recap. There's a lot of things to cover over here, guys. So let's get over here. Bank earnings. I think this is it. So bank earnings recap. Let's break it down. The big banks real quick. Citibank beat top and bottom line. Stock is up 2.4%. So Citibank, see? Wow, look at that, guys. Wow, our analysis is on point. Like I told you guys, we broke the trend line and we are already up about 90%. We're looking now for that last support, which may become a resistance. It's about 90s. And if I do a Fibonacci from the top to the bottom, let's actually do this. It is aligned with my Fibonacci, which is about $100. We can still get there, guys. Citibank doing very, very good. But then we got JPMorgan, which we gotta keep an eye on. JP Morgan Chase. So we were at 288. And today we are at 289. Not a big move, but and it's not stopping, bro. After that break of a trend line, we're already up about, see, price range. We're already up about 100%. And boosted 2025 guidance, but market didn't love it. Stock is a little bit down 1%. I actually don't even see it down. I see it up. It's just not that much. The other one that we gotta keep an eye on is Wells Fargo trimmed 2025 guidance, and that's why the stock supposedly is down 3%. WFC, I don't like Wells Fargo, I'm gonna be honest, and we are actually down. But since our last break of a trend line, look at this analysis, bro. We did this analysis a while back, like I think in 2020s, and look how where we are, bro. We're already up about 68%. It's not that beautiful, right? For those who wanna make a lot of money very quick, but this one took a while. Currently at 81.30s. And then the last one is BlackRock. Missed on inflows, down 1.5% despite solid earnings. And I actually do have some BlackRock because obviously they own the world. It's not something that I love, but you know, look at that. Look at even my price range is green, bro. It's crazy. Already up 34%. Not that much, but they do grow solidly. So we are down right now about 3%. You can see that that's where we are, guys. This is the weekly candles. So just to keep you updated. Now let's get out of here, banks. I don't like talking about banks. I actually hate banks. So let's talk about Apple. Apple is something that I do like. But what is happening with Apple? So Apple just confirmed a $500 million investment in MP Materials, the only U.S. rare earths miner. This is huge. Helps them control the supply chain for magnets used in iPhones and Macs. MP stock jumped 11% pre-market. Big win for domestic mining. So there's two companies that we want to review. Actually, let's start with MP and then we go to Apple, guys. MP. How much can you make in a month starting out? Ashwan? It really depends, my friend. Like, what are you investing on? Do you invest in stocks, in crypto? It really depends. I'll give you some perspective. I can tell you this week I've only done like 7%, but my 7% is exponentially big, right? And we're barely starting the week. So obviously starting, let's say you start with $250. I don't know. Let's do some quick. Let me tell you, because I do Forex, and right now I can give you a, let's see, a breakdown over here. So I started with 20. Well, I'll count. Let's say you started with 25, which is not something that I recommend, but literally you can do that. So you can actually do. Let me see. Wow, what how much I've done, bro? I think I've done. Yeah, I think I've done 100, 200, 300, like about 300, 400% on my Forex account this week alone. But starting, it really depends, bro. Like, for example, is that the timing is so important, because let's say that you were investing in the worst time of a market. Right now the market is bullish, right? But whenever the market drops, that's when you want to get in. So let's say you started with $100. Let's say you started at $100 and you bought over here 4 shares at $20, right? MP, right? And you already know that this was going to happen. So MP from $20 now is worth $50. Calculate 50 times 4, right? 5 por 4. So 20 times 4, you invested $80. Let's say you, you say you invested 5. 20 times 5. You start with $100, right? But you had to wait all of this, bro. You had to wait June 9 de junio, June 9th to today, which is 15. You take the 50 times 5. So you more than doubled your investment. This is actually very, very difficult to achieve, but it can be done though. And if you're patient, look at this. The market just opened. Look at that, bro. So I'm saying that if the market is down, that's when you want to get in. So I can't tell you, oh, whenever you get in, you're going to make money. No. And not for me, because I don't do options, okay? I hate doing options. I don't love them. I do some calls here and there, but if I do calls if I do believe it's going to go up in the long term, okay? So let's say that you enter here, bro. You could have doubled your account in like less than a month. More than double. At least it gives you a little bit of a... Is it best to let it sit or pull and reinvest? It really depends on your strategy. So if you are in the United States, I don't know if you already know, but you get taxed heavily if you do short-term investing. If you do long-term investing, the taxes go down exponentially. So it really depends on how you want to manage it. For me, I like long-term investing. That's why I get into big guys like, for example, Apple. I like Meta. I like, for example, Microsoft. These are the big guys that I've been investing for years. And I started diversifying a little bit more, like Tesla. But I've been reading this book over here, I Will Teach You to Be Rich. I actually recommend it. And they recommend investing in some funds that are low risk, high yield. For example, I feel like I want to show you a Fidelity FSRK. Let me actually get you a better answer to all of this, but I want to copy your message, Ashwan. I think what you're asking is such a big thing, bro. What is the best company to invest in? I will say something that you understand. Like whatever you understand, like what do you do professionally? For me, it's computer science, so I invest in computers. Like I invest in software, operating systems, right? Microsoft. I invest in hardware, Apple. I invest in the future of vehicles because I understand how things are developed, Tesla. So those are the type of things that I ask myself before I invest. So you gotta understand who you are, what do you like, and invest. But that's a great question though. I'm gonna give you a little bit of more of a detailed explanation right now. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second, my bro. And I still gotta review two more things. Okay, bro. How much can you make in a month starting out? Not much at first, and that's okay. But like I showed you, there's an example, right? Where you could have invested $100 and could have doubled. If you start with 100 and 500, you might make $2 to $10 a month in returns depending on the market. But that's not the goal. The key is consistency, not quick profits. In this book, Ramit says, it's about how much you invest consistently, not trying to beat the market. Over time, those small investments grow thanks to compound interest. Is it best to let it sit or pull and reinvest? This is called a buy and hold strategy. Let it sit and grow long term, okay, for beginners. In this book, Ramit Sethi recommends setting it and forgetting it, especially in index funds or ETFs. Time you pull out, you risk selling low, paying taxes, breaking momentum. So unless you're rebalancing once a year, you leave it alone and keep adding more every month. What's the best company to start investing through? Here are 3 great options based on low fees, automation, and simplicity. One is Fidelity, no commissions, fractional shares, great customer support. So Vanguard, low-cost index funds and ETFs. This is Ramit, the author of the book, top pick. Charles Schwab, easy to use, strong ETF access, low fees. Ramit uses Vanguard and recommends their target retirement funds if you want total autopilot. I actually use Fidelity. I've been using Robinhood, and for crypto I use Coinbase. So that's kind of what I'm doing. So suggested investments for beginners: a total market index fund, example ETF, BTI, Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. Why? Instant diversification, super low fees. An S&P 500 ETF, VOO, Vanguard S&P 500 ETF, or SPY. Why? Tracks 500 biggest U.S. companies, great long-term growth. Target Retirement Fund, Vanguard Target Retirement 2065 Fund, VTIVX. Why? Automatically adjust risks as you get older. What to do now? Shangji. Open a Roth IRA or brokerage account with Vanguard, Fidelity, or Schwab, or maybe even Robinhood. Really depends. Set up automatic deposits, even if it's just $50 a month. I've been doing it with my Roth IRA right now. Buy a simple ETF like VTI or VOO. And let me see, what is the Fidelity Fund? And then let it grow. Don't panic. Don't touch it. So that's the best way to actually see it, guys. And if you want to do the Fidelity one, there's actually one called FCROX, which is another good one. And I actually got out another one, FXIX. So those are very good ways to invest, to set it and forget it. It really depends on how you want to trade. Some people are very risky. You know what I mean? Like some people just want to invest in companies to get in, get out, and that's it. But keep in mind, there's going to be repercussions, especially with taxes. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of more clarity, my friend. And I apologize if I was all over in the beginning, but it's just I get passionate. Okay, guys, let's talk about crypto. So Bitcoin right now is at, let's see, Bitcoin is at 117,980s. So we're actually pushing up once again. It still looks bullish. Also holding gains, Ethereum 3026, very good. I'm actually in it again. It broke a trend line, guys, so I'm actually writing this over here. Ethereum and Bitcoin. Still holding my Bitcoin positions. You can see Ethereum doing very, very good. XRP 291 is still holding very nicely, 291. Cardano 73 cents. Still holding. Solana 160s. Looks a little bit iffy over here because this is a resistance. But you can see there's great potential there. And keep in mind, guys, ETFs saw record inflows last week and legislation is on deck. Let's pull up crypto bubbles so you guys can see how the market is doing right now. CryptoBubbles.net is the website that I use for all of you. And you can see that we're down a little bit this morning, but Pangu still up 19%. Bonk 8.9%. SAE 5.2%. Math 4.7%. Suku still up. So we got a little bit of green, but if we go to the weekly, we are very, very good. We're still doing very good. Keep in mind, this is where we are, guys, with crypto. Hopefully you guys are taking profits or holding to your dear life. But anyways, guys, if you do a $1 super chat, I'll go ahead and review whatever you guys want me to review, crypto or stocks. If you become a member, I'll give you a shout out and I'll give you priority. Like the stream, guys, to help push the algo. And once again, guys, I'm going to go ahead and review some of my stuff that I like to keep an eye on. Let me go ahead and get some more music in the background because I enjoy it. So let's see. DXY, the dollar is strong, guys. Look at that. The dollar is strong. Keep that in mind, guys. So that means that we are in a very good position. I'm actually in a good position because I am buying the dollar, guys. Look at that. The dollar broke a trend line. Still not overbought over here. We haven't reached the RSI. Oh, and look at the weekly. Woo! My goodness, this is going to be a good ride, guys. I'm going to make some profits here. Looking for that weekly RSI to be overbought so I can get out. So that means that the USD JPY, it is up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What is that? Making profit? We're making profit. Look at that, bro. Wow. That's great. Bro, I was so patient with this one, man. I can't believe the patience that I had, bro. Now we're getting to this resistance, so I got to keep an eye on it, though. We're breaking above the 200 EMA. Other than that, let me look at the GBP USD. Yes, sir. GBP going down. Okay, that means that the dollar, yes, confirmed, is going down. Is going up. The dollar is going up. I'm definitely keeping an eye on this, guys. Oh, yeah, we were totally overbought. This is the reason why I got in, guys, because we were overbought and we are heading down. Now so let's look at the Euro USD. Euro USD, yes sir, is going down as well. The CPI giving us the movement. Look at that, bro. Very, very nicely done, David. Man, I gotta give myself some props, guys. I was a little bit nervous about it, but hey, it worked out. It did work out. Other things that I want to keep an eye on is Rivian 1272. We're not doing that well. Ricey 1363. Okay, we're doing good. Ricey, we bought at 150, so we're good. Palantir 147, not bad at all. Let me see. SCNS 51 cents. Let's go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's see if we got some news. Yes, sir. TD Coin initiates Senseonics Holdings at buy with 125 price target. Yes, sir. So we got 125 price target for SCNS. I think I gotta do a video about this, bro. Oh, that's the resistance, bro. Perfect. That's perfect. That's the perfect placement. TD Cohen, bro. I do think this can go higher, but you know, it's a penny stock. TD Cohen. Risk is inevitable, but gotta make it as calculated as possible. How the market be. Exactly, Lavesh. You have spoken golden nuggets here, bro. But look at this, bro. I've been in this one for so many years. So see, here's the thing. There are cases where you're like, sure, I'll invest in Microsoft. Like I know Microsoft is big and they own a lot, right? In this particular case, guys, I started investing in this one because I used to work for a company where we did it wasn't a training, it was I don't know, that we were talking about upcoming technologies, and it was healthcare with technology. When we talked about it, this thing was at 28 cents, 33 cents. It blasted off to 550s. We didn't hold or break above because this was still in research and development. Obviously, when a stock goes up, it's because they're making profits, because that's gonna give more value to the stock, right? We're making money. We're keeping the money. We're gonna make more money. Right now, we are in the market in the US. We're starting to see more advertisements for Eversense. And we're gonna be starting to enter the European market very soon. This is gonna be a driver for profits. This is gonna inflate that company. I see it as a long-term investment. And if you want to have a little bit of clarity of where we can go, look at a direct competition like Dexcom. Dexcom is at 85 cents. So if Dexcom can get there, SENS becoming a competitor can actually be good. So hopefully leadership will take us higher, bro. And look at this candle. This candle is actually looking good to me. That monthly candle looking good. That weekly candle is looking phenomenal. We just gotta stay above the higher high, create higher highs. And look at the daily, bro. So technicals actually looking good for SENS. I'm not gonna say too much, guys, because I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been investing in this one for so long that I really think it's gonna do something big that I never imagined. Okay, so we'll have to wait and find out. Other things that I'm keeping an eye on: Riot blockchain 1225. We reach a resistance. You can see here, guys, starting to push down. Other things that I'm keeping an eye on: airlines. Let's see, JetBlue, support Delta. Delta Airlines is doing phenomenal, bro. It's one of the best airlines. I'm gonna be very honest. The same for United. Look at that, 88. Let's see. I want to take a look at Uber, 92.82. Wow, look at Uber, bro. It's doing great. Bank of America has a target of 115. Disney, 119. I still think Disney can push up. Tesla, 318. Look at that. Look at that candle. Well, we got to break out over here, bro. If we don't break out, nothing's going to happen, you know? But mira Microsoft, bro. Microsoft, still good. Nvidia, bro. Look at Nvidia. 171. Let's go. Wow, Nvidia's doing phenomenal, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's good. That's good. Yumala Jelly Rulers. I hope it goes up more. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Me too, bro. The same as my YouTube channels. So I think we can do a video about Nvidia. So let me pull that up. I want to do a quick video for Nvidia. I think it's just and even SENS, but Nvidia gives me good views. Plus, I like the company, bro. It's like super. It's leading the way for AI, bro. So it's super good. Okay, let me do this real quick. Let me just say over here as well that we got some. I'm doing a script real quick, guys. So give me a second. So Bank of America has a target of 180. Morgan Stanley, we already reached Morgan Stanley's target. JPMorgan targets 180, and I got another target above. Loop Capital 250. Loop Capital is always way riskier. Okay, let's get this Nvidia. And if you have any company you want me to review, guys, send it my way. We can go ahead and do that real quick. This is doing phenomenal, bro. And I gotta say Nvidia's current price, because Nvidia's current price is at 170.91. So Nvidia's current price is, let's say, 170. Okay, man. And CPI data came in good, bro. So let's see how it goes, bro. By the way, in Bitcoin, 118 back up again because we broke a trend line. There you go, guys. Bro, let's go! Ethereum 3057. Oh my god, that was a risky move that I had, bro. Woo! Let's go, bro. I'm telling you, like, you can make a lot of money with little money, bro. Look at that. We're already up $81 with Nvidia, Ethereum, bro. Oh my god. And I actually invested in this one called Jasmine. I don't want to oversell it to you guys because it's a very risky one. You know, you can see that we were at 34 cents and then back down to 1 cent. But I'm in it, bro. I've been adding in this one for so long. The same with Spell Token, but I don't want to get too crazy, guys, because it's very risky. Okay, you know what I mean? Like I don't want you guys to feel like I'm talking about things that are very risky and you're like, oh my god, I lost money. Invest whatever you think you can lose, whatever you can afford to lose. Wow, that Ethereum move, bro. Oh my god, that made my morning. That really made my morning, bro. Okay, let's do a video about this. Let me pull up Nvidia's oh, look at the stock market heat map. Look, Nvidia's going up, bro. See the AMD 7.8%. Wow, that's pretty good. But we got a lot of red though. But hey, it's doing good, bro. Let's pull up the website because I like pulling up the website, nvidia.com, to have it in the background. Welcome, welcome. And we got 3 top fans. Angelic Rulers, number 3. Thank you, Grug. Lavesh, number 2. And number 1, Aishan. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome, bro. Appreciate the support. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's do a video about this. Yo, what's up, fam? It's King David, and Nvidia just hit $170. Oh, espérate. Let me start again. Poof. Start with the weekly so it looks better. There you go. Man, this is so good. It reached our target, bro. So good. Okay, here we go. Yo, what's up, fam? It's King David, and Nvidia just hit $170, smashing Morgan Stanley's price target. But this isn't just a technical bounce, it's the return of China, the rise of new AI hardware, and some of the biggest Wall Street firms giving Nvidia a massive green light. Let's break down what's happening and where this stock could go next. So in the pre-market, Nvidia actually went up 5% after confirming it will resume H20 GPU sales to China. Yes, you can find all of this information, my friends, in Seeking Alpha. This is the news source that I actually use, guys. And Nvidia doing phenomenal, guys. But anyways, chips that were halted earlier this year due to U.S. export restrictions. The U.S. government has now assured licenses will be granted, and Nvidia says it could start shipping again soon. Wall Street analysts are calling this a watershed moment. China was roughly 50 to 20% of Nvidia's revenue that had dropped to 10% due to the ban. Now sales are expected to recover $10 billion in revenue, guys. And if you want to see all this information as well, TradingView, bro, you can see TradingView does have great sources of news, okay? And you can even see on the right side all of the earnings. This is a beautiful thing to have in your pocket. Nvidia just reached Morgan Stanley's $170 target, but we got some other targets above, guys. Bank of America has a target of above at 250. From where we are, Nvidia will dominate the AI infrastructure wave, not just in the US but globally. And Wedbush called it, this is the new oil, the new gold, and Nvidia holds the keys. Now let's go over here, guys, and talk about Jensen Huang Global Power Plays. So Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang is on another level. Met with President Trump to support onshoring and AI jobs in the US. Met with Chinese officials to support safe AI development globally. launched RTX Pro, a new chip for smart factories and logistics. He's managing Washington, Beijing, and Wall Street, all while growing revenue and inventing new chips. The bigger picture, the AI revolution, guys. This isn't just about chips, it's about controlling the next computing era. According to analysts, China may shrink in importance, but AI demand globally is exploding. Nvidia is powering cloud build-outs, data centers, automation, robotics, and smart infrastructure. Evercore estimates 13.30 in EPS power by 2030. Cloud CapEx is growing 50% plus this year and next. And Blackwell chips are in massive demand for 2025 and 2026. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are long on Nvidia, this is great confirmation. If you miss the rally, it's not too late, but you must have a long-term mindset. Volatility will come, but Nvidia is now the AI infrastructure king. Also, keep an eye on AMD, MU, TSM, AVGO, all move higher on this news. For example, you can see over here, guys, just go to TradingView, bro. It's a free platform. AMD just went up 7.3%, and we talked about it since we got this two-pole oscillator buy over here at 78, already at 150s. Okay, guys? So, what do you think? Big pause. Dramatic pause, guys. Is Nvidia going to 180, or will it reach $250 as Loop Capital has said? Smash that like button, drop your target in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-time breakdowns like this. AI is just getting started, and we are here for it every step of the way. Peace and profits. King David is out. We do the videos con mucho amor. Okay. I hope he goes up more too, bro. Bro, I hope I can actually clip it, because I don't know. Let me see if I can do that on Kick, because I'm streaming on Kick as well. Actually, Nvidia is doing so good, bro. I need to... What, Lavish? Is anything that you're watching, bro? I want to keep an eye on anything that you want to review, bro. Let's see. Okay, I think I'm good right now. Let me see if I can clip this. Whoa! Let me remove it. I don't want you guys to be confused, but I actually do stream over here on Kick. And creator dashboard. Hopefully I can clip it. Over here on Kick. Yeah, I actually can clip it. Ooh, beautiful. Only 60 seconds. He only gives me 60 seconds. It's alright. Bro, Nvidia's doing phenomenal, man. It's crazy. Look at that. Let me look at Ethereum before I go. Yes, sir. 3056, bro. Oh my god, look at that big candle, bro. Oh my god, back to the high, bro. And XRP 292. We're doing good. Oh yeah, there's one that my friend put 50K in. I'll get the name from him though. Other than that, I'm really new to the game. You're investing more in crypto, right? I mean, you're not doing bad, bro. You're doing good. Like, if you're in crypto, you're in a good platform. But just think about the other things there are. You know what I mean? There's so many things that you can invest in. For example, if you were to think about it, oh, how do we create Bitcoin? We need computers. We need miners, right? So that's where Riot and Mara. That's where Riot and Mara come in. That's why, mira, Riot went up, but now it's retracing. Mara. There's another one. Mara Holdings. The same thing. It's just we are at a resistance level. The other one that I'm keeping an eye on is Wolf, TerraWolf. They actually, if you want to know about TerraWolf, you go over here, my friend, and you see TerraWolf Wolf is a zero carbon Bitcoin mining company. So you can definitely check this out and get a little bit of more information. Yeah, the best. Yeah, the ways to get poor is very easy when you don't know what to do, bro, with the money, bro. Sometimes you just think that, oh my god, look at the dollar, bro. Oh my god, the DXY. Oh my god, really? Espérate. Let me look at the Euro USD. Just go, GBP. Oh my god, bro, let's go. The dollar is pushing up, bro. Oh my god, bro, I told you this week, bro. Oh, look at the USD APY, bro. Yes. Oh my god, bro. I'm literally turning 25. I had a challenge, bro. $25 to make it $2,000. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Only in Forex. That's my, bro. Look at that. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is great, bro. Great news for me, man. That is crazy, bro. That's why I always look at the DXY, the dollar index, bro. That's crazy. You can definitely make money like that. Do you think you'll get the name of the company right now, or will it be tomorrow? Because I actually gotta go, but I wanted to wait a little bit if you want it. Tomorrow? Dale, perfect. Sounds good, bro. But anyways, guys, wow, a lot of stuff happened today, this morning. Very, very good. So let's see over here. Let's do the outro. Let's do the outro real quick. It is a... All right, fam. That's your Tuesday pre-market wrap. CPI is manageable. Nvidia is bouncing. Apple is investing smart. And crypto is holding. Make sure to subscribe and hit the bell. We're live again tomorrow. Peace and profits. King David out. Peace.